Good morning. We are going to do a review Bible story that we've learned earlier on this year, Daniel and the Lion's Den. And if you guys remember, Daniel was a man who really loved God. But when he was a young boy, like in this picture, him and his friends were sent to a faraway land to work for the king. Now, when they went to work for the king served them whatever kind of food that they wanted, which was not always the best choice. And Daniel was raised to eat healthy food that God wanted him to eat. So he had asked the king, can we eat the food that we know that we're supposed to eat? And he told them yes. And he loved Daniel. And Daniel did everything that the king wanted him to do and more. So he became one of the king, his name's King Darius's favorite people. Now, the bad thing about that is there was some men in the kingdom who hated Daniel, and they hated him because the king loved him so much. And they thought, what did Daniel do? What could he have done that would make King Darius angry with him? And they couldn't think of anything, because Daniel loved God and he did everything the way that God wanted him to do. He did his very best. But one day those evil men went to King Darius and they came up with a very bad plan to try to get rid of Daniel. They said, King Darius, oh, hail King Darius, we love you so much, and we think that all the people in the whole land should worship you and not their gods. So they tricked King Darius into making a rule that everyone in the whole kingdom had to pray to only King Darius for 30 days. If not, they would be thrown into the den of lions. Now, Daniel served God, and he knew that it wasn't okay to pray to the king. So Daniel still followed God. And every day, 3 times a day, he would go to his window and he would pray to God, even though the king made that rule. But we all should do things that God tells us to do, right? No matter what anybody else tries to get us to do. So finally, those evil men, they went to King Darius and they said, King Darius, he's not listening to you. He's praying to his God. And so Darius very sadly had to put Daniel into the den of lions. I see those angry, hungry lions down there. King Darius was sad though, because remember, he loved Daniel because Daniel did good things. And so when he put Daniel down in there, he wanted Daniel to live, but he was afraid for him. King Darius couldn't sleep that whole night that Daniel was in the lion's den. And when he woke up in the morning, he went to the lion's den first thing and pulled the stone away from the top and shouted down, hey, Daniel, are you okay? Are you okay? And sure enough, Daniel was okay, because when Daniel was in the lion's den, God shut the mouth of the lions. God protected Daniel because Daniel made good choices and Daniel served God. Now, we talk about all the time how when we do good things, God rewards us. When we help our moms and dads, when we help our teachers, when we do kind things to our friends and we help our friends, then God blesses us. And he does good things for us, just like he did good things for Daniel. And he protected Daniel. So I want you guys to remember throughout the day, remember to serve God no matter what. Even if you're tempted to do something bad, we always talk about, when our mommies and daddies say don't do something, but when they go somewhere else, we're tempted to go ahead and go do that, what mommy and daddy told us not to. But we have to remember to obey and to listen to God, because he will reward us. Good choices and good things bring God's blessing, just like in the story of Daniel in the lion's den. I hope you guys have a good day. I love you. Bye-bye.